So welcome to week number 37, as we approach the end of this year. Our practice today I am calling letting be, softening the grip. Letting be, softening the grip. And let's begin today's practice as we always do with a quote. This quote is from Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh, the Buddhist monk. And he says this: letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. Now, letting go sounds quite easy. You let go. It sounds quite easy, but actually can be one of the most difficult things to do, particularly if you are a person that likes to be in control. If you're somebody who likes certainty, then letting go of times when you don't have control, letting go of times when there is no certainty, can be extremely difficult. And in fact, not letting go of things that you do not have control over, that right there is the definition of anxiety. Because anxiety arises when you want something to be in a particular way, but it can't be because you have absolutely no control over it. So therefore, you begin to stress about it and to worry about it. Today's practice is about learning to let go, learning to allow, learning to lessen the tightness of the grip we have on things, and learning to let be. I do remember this just before we start our practice. Well, we've started already, but just before we drop into our meditative practice, I remember, I just forgot what I was about to say there. Yes, that's what I was about to say. I remember when I was putting myself through um, the practice to become a meditation teacher, one of the teachers once told us a story, and she said, in summary of that story, she said, whatever you find difficult, whatever you find challenging, whatever is hard to let go, she said, wrap your arms of compassion around that which you find so hard to let go of, that which you seek to control. Wrap your arms of compassion around it, she said, and notice what difference that makes. And when I did that to myself, and I ask you to do it to yourself, wrap your arms of compassion around what you find difficult to let go of, and notice the difference. The grip just eases away, and there's a sense of what I like to call it's okay. It's going to be perfectly okay. And so taking a step back now, you may notice my eyes are now closed. And you can leave yours open, whatever works best for you. As we now drop into a short meditative practice. And so as we always do when we start these meditations, find yourself in a comfortable position. If you're sitting on the chair, sit on the chair erect. Feel the small of your back against the back of the chair. Your 2 feet, feel them planted on the ground. I can feel my own feet, the soles of my feet on the ground. And do the same now, whether you're walking, standing, perhaps you're lying down on the bed, feeling your body against the surface of the bed. If you're walking, noticing every step that you take, paying attention as best as you can to every step, bringing yourself into a comfortable position. And as you get comfortable, you begin to notice perhaps you're breathing a lot more with a heightened, ever so gently heightened state of awareness. Noticing you're breathing in and breathing out, and in and out. And just sitting here for a second in this space that you've created. Any thoughts come to mind, don't fight them. Notice what the thoughts are, and then return back to your breath. Thoughts come and they go, just like the breath comes in and out. Now bring to mind one thing that you are struggling to let go of, perhaps. Whatever that is, bring it in front of you. And notice now you're not thinking about it, you're just allowing it to be here. Noticing it there. Feel the weight. Feel the weight of it. Perhaps on your shoulders. Perhaps you feel the weight of it like knots in your stomach. Again, you're not thinking about it. You're noticing it. You can feel it without thinking about it. Now simply say to yourself, you can say it out loud or in your mind, loud in your mind, simply say, to that which you've brought, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Now notice what you notice when you say those words. And maybe perhaps to feel that sense of lessening the grip. Wrap your arms of compassion if you want to. Wrap your arms of compassion around that which is causing you so much anxiety, that which you are struggling to let go of. Wrap your arms of compassion around it as you continue to say, let it be. Notice any sensations that you feel around your body. Warm sensations perhaps around your thighs or your legs. Cooler sensations, almost like waves, perhaps around your head or your chest area. Perhaps not at all. That's okay. Let it be. And taking a breath in and out. And when you're ready, you can open up your eyes. And as you open up your eyes, know that you can continue this practice beyond this meditation. This has just been a short practice for us today. Thank you for attending today's practice. So the intent this week is to adopt an attitude of letting go and letting be. If anything arises for you this week that you know you have no control over and causes some challenge for you, take a breath in and say to yourself, let it be. And then notice what you notice. Notice the attitude that arises, how you approach it differently. Notice your grip beginning to lessen. Okay, so we're going to end uh, today's practice by reading a quote again by Thich Nhat Hanh. Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. See you next week.